All right, welcome to our first annual Spring Media Day. Today what we have up here is our Lincoln Way Co-op Boys Lacrosse program. So I do want to give a little shout out to Lincoln Way East and Lincoln Way Central. Obviously in Lincoln Way West, it's a makeup of all three of our schools, which we're very proud of. And I know that we've come a long way. It started off as a club and is now here for a IHSA sport. I know our numbers are growing when other programs' numbers are dipping, so that's a testament to our program and our area and the strong area with that. So with that said, we've got Coach Tyler Jackson and Coach Mike McCormick up today. Tyler, why don't you talk a little bit about us about the last year and looking forward to this year.
Last year we had about 17 seniors, so we had a strong leadership group, core guys that have been playing together since 6th, 7th grade. Ended up with a record of 11-9. We tied for first place for conference last year. Tied for conference last year, made it to the sectional championship game. Didn't bring it across the finish line, but we're building on a lot of that. We're bringing a lot of returners back. We've got a dedicated squad. We've got strong leaders. We've got great athletes. And I think this is the year that we're starting to make a lot more noise moving forward.
Awesome. So with that said, you said you graduated a lot of starters. Obviously, we have quite a few kids up here today, along with Coach. What's the difference between last year's team and this year's team? What do you feel is going to take us to that next step?
I think this group really vibes for team mindset of embrace the suck. That sometimes the only way out is through being gritty, kind of doubling down, getting tough, putting in the work, being out in the snow, being out in the whirring winds. They're there every day. They're buying into it, and that's hard to come by. I think this squad is really wanting more. They want to keep going further and do great things and come home with some hardware. So I think that's what makes us different this year.
Awesome. Okay, so how many athletes do we have in our current program this year?
68.
68.
68.
Is that the highest we've had?
In my tenure, it's the highest we've ever had. So coming up on year 8, that's the largest number, and it keeps growing bigger and bigger. Our youth program getting bigger and bigger each year, so it's exciting for us.
Yeah, so definitely know the youth is growing. Keep asking for a field, so that's a good thing. With that said, you've got quite a bit of a crew up here. Why don't you take us down the line and introduce us to each and tell us what position.
All right, so we got senior defenseman Logan McGregor from Lincoln Way East. He is a 3-year varsity player. He is one of our captains. We have Dylan Bork to my right. He is a senior from Lincoln Way West. Plays attack. He is a 4-year varsity player and also one of our captains. Everyone up here is our captains. We got Matt Kona, who is a senior midfielder from Lincoln Way East. 3-year varsity, and then we also have Nate Ulo, who also, if I can't pronounce his last name correctly, I apologize. He is a 4-year varsity, correct? 4 or 3? 4 for Nate. Got a lot of 3 and 4-year varsity guys up here, so that's always a great sign. Senior attacker from Lincoln Way East, and then we have junior goalie Logan Leahy, who is on 2nd year varsity right now as well. These are all our captains for the season.
Awesome.
Perfect. Coach, a question for you. So you said the programs continually keep growing and keeps building the roster. What would you say is a way you'd like to build a positive team culture?
Positive team culture. Just treat every guy like they have value, they bring something to the table, and whether you're a starter, getting minimal minutes, not seeing the field as much, like you have a role, you are a member of this team. We have a lot of buy-in from every single guy. Everyone, even from the leaders down to 3rd, 4th string, everyone is accountable to each other, and they want to see the team succeed. And I think we have very good team-first mindset here, which gets easy for everyone to follow along and buy into that.
Cool. And what would you say as a coach, like what challenges have you faced as a coach that you've been presented with that's made you grow as a coach?
Trying to manage a roster size this big is definitely made me a better administrator and kind of juggling that around, but the longer I'm around this game, the longer I'm around this program, being alumni, it's connecting with the kids, knowing where they're coming from, making sure that they don't feel like a number or just an athlete, that they're an individual, and that I'm there to hear them out, listen to them, and help them be in a better spot to succeed.
Perfect. So, real quick, I'm going to piggyback off of that. You've got 3 schools, you merged them. How do you get all the buy-in and get them to believe? I know it's, you're taking school athletes from, Central and East and West, and we merge them together to make this one team. And that, you know, some of them are practicing and playing at a school that they don't belong to. So how do you get them to buy into that one team unit?
I think it started when Todd Hyde started the program back in 2008. He just always treated us as Lincoln Way. We're not going to have a mascot. We're not going to be the Warriors, Griffins, Knights, or anything of that nature. We're just Lincoln Way Lacrosse. And when you're wearing black and white, you're a part of us. And then one school you go to is just a part of it. It's kind of building that bigger community. I'm still close with a lot of the guys that I played high school ball with here that went to Central and to West. And because I got to have a bigger friend circle, a bigger network, just help me buy it for some weird reason. I think just leading into the word Lincoln Way Lacrosse, not Lincoln Way West, Lincoln Way East, Lincoln Way Central, that kind of puts away those egos of what school we're from and who's better and whatnot. We don't have any bragging rights going on here, except for when it comes to football talk sometimes.
Can I interject something?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think one of the advantages for creating this buy-in and everybody is pulling on the rope together is the youth program. So even though these guys go to different schools, a lot of them have been playing together for years, right? So coming to the high school, they know each other. It isn't like they had to make new friends all over again or be reluctant to make new friends. They already know each other. And that was one of the reasons that lacrosse doesn't have the longevity that baseball, football, basketball, or other sports have. So you kind of pull together as a group when you're lacrosse players because it's a little bit special and different than traditions that have built up over many years.
Awesome. So yes, I definitely understand the feeder program at the Lincoln Way Lacrosse Club. All of you guys have been a part of it, so it's been fun to watch you guys being brought up. As Coach said, it's not like new faces coming together. You've been playing for a while. So I think that's very advantageous to what you guys are bringing. Your goal is to obviously bring some hardware home. We're going to be excited that when we get that.
Yeah. And then for the players, so Logan, I'll start out with you. If you could say, what's like the personal goal you have for the upcoming season?
First year, close to this year, switch positions midway through last year. So getting that all sectional, honorability would be something that I would want.
Cool. Awesome. And then Dylan, what would you say is the personal goal you have for yourself?
Personal goal would be probably bouncing back. Since my freshman year, we had a lot of lost opportunities to win sectionals, stuff like that, go on the state. We had a lot of good opportunities, but we always never really got them. This year, hopefully, we can do that. Awesome.
Yeah, that's what we have. Matt, what would you say is the goal?
I don't know what Dylan's saying is, we've been so close in the past couple of years, and either semis or down the championship. I think the part is really just making sure all the boys are connected, working hard together. So it's not just a personal goal, it's a whole team goal. Just getting some part with it, making it win.
And then Nate, what about yourself?
I would just say incorporating everybody on the team. Just everybody playing the role on the team. Nobody trying to do too much. Everybody sticking to what they know and what coaches teach us. Just going off that. Just feeding the ball to each other.
Yeah, of course. And then Logan, what about yourself?
I would say just going down to the state tournament in Washington the last 2 years. My freshman and sophomore year, going down there and lost to them, so I feel good. Had the bus ride home, be a winning one this time.
Cool. Awesome. And then Logan, I'll bring it back to you. Is there any pregame music or any pregame rituals that you have before an upcoming game to get yourself loose and relaxed at all?
It's one very personal to me. It's from my passing grandfather. We always used to listen to Hey Jude right before games, so it's something that I always put on in the headphones right before going out.
It's a great song. I love that song. It's great by the Beatles. Dylan, what about yourself? You got anything to do?
I don't really have any particular rituals. I guess I'm very particular about my tape on my stick. Every bus ride, I'm always retaping it. There's any little stuff on it.
Awesome. Matt, what about you?
I don't know, I keep it loose. I don't really try to do too much. Recently, it's just been the AT tape and then bump some gun or some of that.
Sure. Nate, what about yourself?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I just like to keep things loose. I feel like if I warm up loose, I play loose. So I just get taped up and do my own thing.
You just get out there and go for it?
Yeah, that's it.
Logan, what about you?
I got screws for my stick that I don't use on game days, so every time I just put those in, screw it on my head before every game, I'll just be locked in, and that's it.
Awesome. So, thanks for all this, I appreciate it. Those are all my questions today.
Logan, what is your favorite moment from your career, high school career of lacrosse?
Be nice.
Beating coach in a race this year.
Oh, that's a good one.
40-yard dash after practice.
Wasn't even close.
I'm surprised he didn't get hurt.
He did.
Pull a hammy or what?
Hammy turf burn.
Oh boy, you went right over the top, huh?
Yeah.
That was a good moment.
Did anyone record
That was a
it?
good one.
That's the best part.
No.
That practice don't.
Might have to do a redo.
Bad decision.
How about you, Dylan? What's your favorite memory
Favorite memory?
or moment?
I want to say last year, unfortunately, I missed out on this opportunity because I was injured, but seeing the guys get their win back from being injured was a huge win for us. It gives a lot of confidence going into the end of the season. So, I'm hoping to be in the season and actually get those wins back that teams we lost.
Yeah, what's your favorite memory?
Probably just like when it started, like freshman year, sophomore year, just like being around all the guys, getting to compete. Because like towards the end, you kind of like separated programs, but like being back in high school, kind of just seeing everyone come together and making all the friends, kind of been fun for me.
I would probably say last year when we played Lamont, there was this really cool bus driver we had, and they had like lights on the ceiling. It was just a fun drive home after we won.
Can't make it fun when you have a good drive home, for sure. How about you, Logan?
I would just say every game, back to the bench, the juice box, just bring the energy to every game. It's fun.
Coaches, how about you? Do you have a favorite memory of anything? Your,
Well, let's see. I'm
you said how many
72
years?
old.
No, I meant lacrosse. You said how many years you've been coaching?
Here or in, I've been coaching
High school.
20 years. in high
The Lincoln Way program.
school. Lincoln Way, I was head coach
17 to 19.
17 through 19. Went away. Tyler coached with me. He was the defensive coach. And it was time for me to go. And it was time for him to ascend. And he's obviously done a great job. And, you know, when I was, this is my first year back, so, you know, I don't have many really great moments yet. Thanks to you guys. But when I was here before, we had a strong team. We had a number of players going on playing college. And I think we made it to the Elite Eight, right? And one of our best players is the face-off man, and he blew out his knee. And he played the whole game. And it might have been a different outcome if he would have been at full strength. And we had an attackman who was, I think, ultimately All-American D3, right? He won, I don't know. And we had a lot of good players. So comparing them to this team, I think there's more good players on this team than that team. We go at least 2 midfields deep. There's 3 on each midfield. Offensively, I coach the offense. We're at least 4 or 5 deep on attack. There's no weakness out there on the first 2 midfield, the first 4 attack. And they generally seem to want to make each other better. There's not a lot of selfishness. This is a game where it's easy to be selfish, especially from an offensive player. And I don't see that here. If I do see it, it won't be happening. But, and neither will he. And then I just see on the defensive side how good they are, how deep they are there, and 2 excellent goalies, including this guy down here, who maybe he'll stay with them. So, pretty excited. I have a lot to teach them because we've been doing it for so long. But I think it's going to be great.
My favorite moment, that's tough. So I played for Lincoln way back in 2008 when we started the program and then came back and coached. So it's great to see how big this program has gotten, and we're starting to have those conversations as we split up and go into each school. That's how much it's grown, which makes me excited as an alumni. But I think the biggest thing that's makes it all worth it is seeing all the alumni come back to our games and being on the sideline and that family aspect. I love all these guys. I love this program. Just knowing that they feel welcome to come back and want to be a part of it or want to help coach, or I got guys asking me involved in the youth program because they just care about the success of this program overall. That makes it worth it every single day to me.
I love
I
that.
have another favorite moment. So,
Yeah.
so So I started the Marian program, Marian Catholic.
That's where I went.
What's it? Did you
That's where I
really?
went to Korea Catholic, yeah.
What year?
I graduated in 99, I was on the golf team.
You know Jack McCormick? Katie? Emma?
I feel like Katie. How old is she?
Yeah, I think that's right. We'll talk later.
We'll talk after.
Anyway, I just want to bring up, I think, we started, we were the first team in the South, I think, Andrews too. So, you know, a lot of my, maybe number of fair boners just coming here and beating me.
And now here you are.
Because I knew it would make me mad.
Well, it's so cool too, when you go to this school and you can come back and coach. Thank you, very cool.
All right, well, thanks for coming out for Media Day. You know, we're excited. Obviously, it's nice to see a veteran staff and a younger coach and a veteran coach. It seems like
Thanks for that.
maybe the stars are aligning for us to, you know, really put the stranglehold on that goal, right?
Yeah.
So get a little hard win for us. You know, obviously, I can say that I would like to make an accomplishment to all of you guys. Even though you guys are coming here, you always are respectful for, you know, the Lincoln Way School, and you guys treat, even though you're at Warriors, you've always treated like it's your own home school. So I appreciate that. Keep that up, and obviously let's bring some hardware home. Good job.